Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives you?
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Gold Jacket, Green Jacket podcast. We are here for episode number 29. My name is Christian Dragonetti. I'm joined, as always, by my good friend and co-host and Australian PGA professional, Mr. Joel Mitchell. Proudly supported by Halfcaf Golf, as always. Joel, mate, how you doing?
Very good. Very good. And you?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Make sure to go and check out halfcafgolf.com.au, as always.
Absolutely.
Long time no see.
Yeah, no, it hasn't.
No, it hasn't.
No, it hasn't.
So let's get some admin out of the way first.
Yeah.
Today is the 21st of August.
Yes.
Now, it is a Wednesday, and it is a week and a half before this episode. It's a week and a half before you're hearing this.
Yes, exactly. So you're here. We recorded this Wednesday week ago.
Correct.
So this is...
And for good reason.
Yeah.
We'll get into that very soon. But yeah, if you hear us referencing some certain things that seem a bit old, that's why.
That's probably why. Yeah,
That's why.
Exactly. This will be a nine-day old
recording by the time you
essentially.
see it. And unfortunately, these things happen. Life gets in the way.
Well, luckily we actually thought of it the other night because we recorded. So you would have already listened to last week's episode with Daniel Rim.
Yep.
He was one of our guests, which was awesome. And at the time of this recording, that hasn't even gone up yet.
No,
so you're not even which is such a weird timeline to think of. You know what? Who actually was reminded of that earlier? Fucking Marcus.
Oh, really?
He goes, are you going to confuse everyone with the times you upload and the times you're recording again or what? I'm like,
Yeah.
What?
Pretty much.
He goes, are you going to upload it Friday, but you've recorded it tomorrow, but yesterday's the day after? And I'm like, what? I'm like, fucking what? He goes, yeah, see, it sucks, doesn't it? And I'm like, dude, hang on.
Okay.
I'm like, if you were smart enough.
Raptor, just for you, mate. Today, Wednesday. This episode, not for another week.
It's
On Friday.
Wednesday is the 2.5 day. Monday, 1 day. Tuesday, 2 day. Wednesday, what day? Thursday, 3rd day. Friday, 4th day. So Tuesday, hang on. Oh, shit.
You've done yourself in. Stop.
Fuck.
So, yeah, the reason why we're recording so early, and we did luckily remember to do it.
I
did. I mean,
Even though it's
we've got to
about
survive
me.
some's
about this guy.
Is because you're jetting off very soon
Yes, I'm leaving Sunday morning to drive to Tura Beach, which is
for New South Wales state champs. So
State
you will
champs,
have
yeah.
already been in New South Wales for almost a week.
4
By
days.
the- for 4 days by the time you guys
When you're
hear
listening
this.
to this, I will be waking up to go play the final round,
Yes,
which is the Friday.
which is the Friday.
All hopes that I actually make the fucking cut, but
Well,
I don't have any intentions of missing it.
Just
so.
make sure you wear the right shoes on the right day.
Hang on. Okay, so listen. I wanted to bring that up real quick. When we recorded that ep about superstitions
Yep.
and stuff like that, how I said I only wear shoes on a specific day. That is correct, but it's tournament play.
Okay.
So I don't wear Thursday shoes on every
So
random
you've got
Thursday I
first
play.
round shoes.
I have first round, second round, third round, fourth round shoes. That's what I mean.
All I'll say to you about that is because do you have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday shoes, like weekday shoes?
No.
Okay, cool. Just stick into your superstitions then.
Yeah.
If it's the first round, don't let anything else get in your way. Wear the fucking right
Oh, absolutely.
shoes.
I only bring the specific shoes that I'm gonna wear, and some of those shoes that I wore in the first round in my first 4-day event, I don't have anymore. So I've had to
Adapt.
not
update.
adapt, but I've had to update my mindset accordingly to determine which first round shoes I'm gonna wear, and it's all in your head.
100%.
Literally all is in your head, but it's a little comfort thing. It's sort of like what Rafa Nadal does with his drink bottles. He has that placed like
Perfectly.
you'll see him like this. And then he'll go like that with two of his drink bottles.
Yeah.
It has to be fucking perfect. It's like literally
For the
stars.
audio listeners, Joel's just spent 4 minutes adjusting a beer bottle and a mug on the desk.
and a mug with our logos on it. So, but that's the superstition. It's like that's literally aligning the stars.
Yeah,
That's what
okay.
that sort of means.
So, scrap all that. Right, back on topic. You're away at Tura,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Have you played the golf course before?
I have. I played it last year.
In the same tournament?
Yeah.
Okay. How'd you fare last year?
Well, quite well, sort of. I think I was I was inside the top 12. I know that.
Okay. That's a good start, right?
Yeah, it was
And
around that. It was around that. Around the top 10, top 12 mark.
just judging and, being in the position I'm in to see your golf firsthand a lot, you're playing 10 times better now than what you were a year ago, in my personal opinion. You might think otherwise, but there's been countless low scores. You had 9 recently, Rosanna. You had 7 at Derrimut the other week. Yeah. We've got to talk about Derrimut too one day.
Oh, yeah. I reckon we do that.
We'll do that
today.
after this.
Yeah.
We'll get stuck into Derrimut as well because there's a couple of exciting things happening there.
Yes.
Going back to Tura, you're obviously there from Sunday through to Saturday, I'm assuming, or late Friday night?
Yeah, it depends. Yeah.
Sweet. Driving up?
Yep.
What are your thoughts? What are your preparations going into this event? Because it's been a little while since you've had any sort of major event.
The last 4-day event I played was Tokemore back in April. Well, Q School was the last major event that I had.
Yeah.
Right, which is only 3 days, but it's not the point. It's still days on end, sort of thing. Still had the pracky round, blah blah blah. The good thing is this is in my mind it's a very positive event because I loved the drive up there. For some reason, I don't know what it was. I drove. So for anyone that knows where Tura Beach is, not Tura. Tura's in Queensland. Tura Beach is the suburb over from Merimbula. With Pambula and them. Yeah. So gorgeous part of the world. Absolutely stunning part of the world. And apparently the weather's going to be nice. Well, decent anyway. High teens, which is perfect.
Perfect.
Right? Winds, I'm not sure because it's on the beach. Could be sure, anything. Which is Tura Beach. But, and in the sort of hills, right? So it's gorgeous part of the world. It was already a positive experience last year. I had 2 pretty solid rounds and 2 sort of, well, the first round in particular was a very sort of find the feel sort of thing. Yep. And I had the practice round and sort of understood the course enough, but it was still a first round of a pretty big event. Yep. So it's still sort of try to groove your way in there. Don't fuck it up in the first round. Sort of just find your way and then go from there. Second round was really good. Had 5 under, I think, to get myself within the top sort of 5. Had even, which I was still in the sort of the top 5, and then I reckon I had a couple over in the final round too. Yeah,
the more you're talking about it, the more I'm familiar with how the event. It's starting to come back to me a little bit.
Like I said, it's a positive event, so I'm excited for it because the drive I really liked. I'm staying in a nice little sort of cottage bungalow thing. I'm staying by myself. I love staying by myself in those sort of events. You can sort of just do as I please. I don't have to rely on anyone else. I don't have to, if we drive up with someone, I don't have to drive them everywhere. Like I can just do me. You know what I mean? I can go practice as I please. And yeah, it's a great golf course. It's hard as fuck. Like when they quicken up the greens, and if it gets windy, there's not going to be many low scores at all. Yeah, like 6 under won it last year.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I'm remembering
which
now.
is usually unheard of for those sort of 4-day events. We usually have our top 5 to 8, 6 or better, basically. So
okay,
if I can shoot. I always love posting one low one in the event. So when I say low, it's 67 or better. So 5 or better. I'd love to post one of them. I don't expect it all 4 days. It'll be awesome, but then a couple floating around the 69, 70 mark. The 70 mark, post a couple of them, which is just sort of cruisy ones, and then that sort of even par one, which is considered the bad one.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing
over par.
Didn't really drop. Just sort of scrapped it around a little bit, but got it done, and then have one that everything drops for me. So
cool.
That's that's the goal, and obviously the goal is to win. That'd be awesome. That'd be the bonus, but positive event, and I'm just excited for Sunday morning to get going.
I can tell you're excited. I haven't seen you in this sort of a mood about a golf tournament for a while.
I mean, it's the first of a little bit.
First one for a little while, and the weather's starting to come good, so everything's sort of shifting towards summer. And the positivity and the excitement that we've got around that time of the year, especially within our friendship group.
Oh, 100%.
Mate, I'm keen to see how you go.
Me too.
We're going to, hopefully, all things going well, and if you want to, we can try and upload a couple of scores, screenshots or whatever. Yeah. I can do that I say that every tournament that you play in, but it depends on how you're feeling about everything.
Of course.
I'm not talking about doing videos or anything, just a quick screenshot going.
I always say that as well. I always say that, I'll keep everyone updated. I'll post links and stuff like that. And when it comes time of the event, it doesn't even come to me.
No, I don't blame you.
I'm completely in a different mindset. So it's sometimes a bit different and escapes me sometimes. So.
I have one question for you, and this is very important. Is the car ready to go?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No, the car's good. Dude, that was...
Because to supply some context, you've had some issues with the car in the
this
last
is a weird
3 or
one.
4 months.
This is a weird one. To go off track for 100 seconds.
Please keep it to that.
Yeah. So I was told something about. So my car had some issues. Whether I explained this in another app, I'm not sure.
No, you haven't. You don't need to.
Okay, I won't explain it.
You
but
got told it was one thing that was absolutely catastrophic. Start from scratch, and you
to sum up. Check engine light comes on, car starts shaking, shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm like, fuck. So I assume the worst, of course. I get told by an RSCV, ignition coil, blah blah blah. Change that. That fixed it last time. Oh, beautiful. Didn't work. Took it to mechanic. Mechanic goes, new engine. You need a new engine. Compression's low, internals are unhappy, new engine. Right? So I'm like, fuck, that's $6 to $8 grand without even breathing. That's for a new one. That's for a used one. Rico is 5 figures. More maybe. Anyway. So I'm assuming the worst. I'm like, I do not have 8 to 10 grand to put into a car right now. Fuck me dead. I might as well just get rid of the thing and get another one, right? So
get a second opinion.
got a second opinion. Have I told you this?
I don't think you have.
I reckon I explained what was wrong with it, but
Yeah.
the fix,
The outcome.
one of the ignition packs was disconnected.
Yeah, you told me this. Yeah, it was as simple
So
as
it's sort of like going through all the pains of trying to turn the computer on. And the fucking charger wasn't in.
yeah,
It's sort of like that.
yeah.
So I was like, wait, seriously? And I said, okay, how's that work? And he goes, we plugged her back in. It started up pretty good. It's
Fine.
It's okay. And I'm like, you taking the piss? Like, are you serious? I got told this is going to cost me $8 grand to put a Rico engine in this thing.
Yeah.
Right? He goes, no, we just plugged it back in. It's responded really well. We'll make sure. I'll call you tomorrow. Calls me 9 o'clock the next morning. He goes, do you want to pick it up, the Sabo? I'm like, yeah, I do. Right? So I came over. I'm looking at him going, like, are you serious? He goes, yeah, dude, go start her up. Starts her up beautifully, and I've just I've let it sort of warm up for 5-10 minutes just to give it a little tap, just to sort of warm it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And then fucking gunned it down the side street. Right? I'm in the car going, like, dude, the euphoria that went through my body.
Headphone users.
That's why. That's why I leant back on that one.
Oh Jesus.
The euphoria.
Yeah, you told me this on the phone.
Running through my
and
fucking body, man.
The euphoria running through my body, knowing that you didn't have to spend acres.
Oh
It's not even my
God.
car.
But I was both so relieved, but absolutely fuming at the
first guy.
the other guy that told me that something so simple. The guy, he goes, "Yep, we really just went." Gave it a little bit of a tape up. And I'm like, you're kidding me. Right? So that whole thing cost me $65.
Sick.
It's like, anyway,
The best $65 you've ever spent.
she's running beautifully. I took it back to him the next week. Go, can you please give it a service? He calls me that afternoon going, mate, it doesn't need a service. He goes, it doesn't need it. I said, we'll make sure of things, but drive.
Sounds like
drive
this new guy's the one to go to.
Oh, mate, I wanted to tongue kiss him when I came back in and he goes, no, mate, you're all good.
I've been in those shoes before, man.
Mate, I can't even stress. And like all I could think of was in the back of my head was one, figure out how to get this car fixed, but two, how the fuck am I going to get to these events?
Yeah, exactly.
That's all I could think of. Like yeah, not having a car to get to work and back or wherever you need to go to sucks, but
yeah.
I need to go play events. I need to go play golf. How am I going to get to the fucking golf course?
Yeah.
Right. So that's all that. So yeah, anyway,
So
it was crazy.
best of luck.
Yeah.
For Tour Beach.
Yep.
I'm
Yep.
excited to see how you go. We're going to be keeping in touch. I'll judge how each round goes before I decide to ring you or not.
Oh, see, you yourself.
No.
You,
That's
you,
exactly what I do
Raptor,
anyway.
You, Raptor, Britt, and me old man, and probably Luke. Actually, no, definitely Luke. You 5. If I shoot 15 over and you call me, I'm gonna go, yo, like, what's going on?
Because you know that response isn't going to be, what the fuck happened, man?
Exactly. Whereas
gonna
if
be like, "You good?"
some idiot that I don't really speak to that often going, yo, what happened there? He's dead to me. Dead to me. But like you guys will be like, yo, and they'll go, how you going?
Yeah.
Like how are you?
Yeah.
Are you
I don't, because
everything?
we don't care about the golf.
Well, yeah, exactly.
We care about the golf, yes.
Of course.
When the golf's good.
Of course.
When the golf's crap, we don't care about the golf. We care about how you're doing.
Exactly. So that's what you 5 and of course Mum mum, of course. But yeah, the main people in my life, I'll respond
that's
to
cute.
within reason. I pity you too, right? Anyway, but those people I would respond to going like I would always answer. Whereas if someone calls me after that sort of a round, nah, I'm not in the mood to speak to you or anyone right now.
Yeah,
really.
that's fair.
If it's a bad round,
It's not going to happen.
no, it won't.
It's not going to happen. You're
won't.
playing too good at golf. The kit is too new. The kit is way too new for it to let you down just yet. So enjoy it.
The kit won't let me
Have
down.
some. Is anyone coming up to watch? Your old man or anything?
No.
No. So you're just going up for a few days by yourself.
No. It's not.
Enjoy some solace. Enjoy some time to yourself.
Oh, absolutely.
Play some fucking good golf.
And get it
Do
done.
us proud. Get it done.
Get it done.
Get it done.
Absolutely.
We mentioned Mount Derrimut before,
Yes.
right? The reason why,
Exciting
for
for
two
that.
reasons, right? You told me a couple of weeks ago. Are we talking about what you've got coming up there?
Yeah, I'll branch on that. Yeah.
We can branch on that?
I'll go in that. I'll go.
Cool.
I'll
Just,
go 5 minutes.
just double checking what we got going on first.
Yeah.
You told me a few weeks ago that you are looking into playing Asian Tour Q School,
Yes.
and the first stage of that is at Mount Derrimut.
Yes.
So you went out there last week or the week before. One of the two.
Today, a week ago.
Yeah,
Wednesday,
there you go.
last
A week ago.
Last Wednesday.
So a couple of weeks ago, by the time you hear this,
Yeah, when you're hearing this,
and
it's-
you had a cheeky 7 under,
Yeah. Yeah. So
and all signs really pointing to Lauderdale for that one. Seems like a good result,
yeah.
right? Especially at a venue where you're going to have a big major event coming up very
that's the
soon.
biggest event I've probably
Entered in.
gonna play ever for now.
Yeah.
So far.
At this stage.
Apart from Aussie Tours Q School, that was mentally the biggest event I'd played
Yeah.
because of what it meant or what it could get me. And same with this. Like Asian Q School was sort of like, oh, okay, it's happening. Oh, okay, it's a consideration. I actually wasn't gonna fully commit to it this
Right.
year. I just I've still got some things to tidy up externally. Not quite in the position yet to.
It just wasn't on the radar.
It just wasn't quite there yet. I'm not quite
So what changed your mind then?
my boss.
Luke just said have a crack.
Yeah. So he and a couple other people, like a few others, like Raptor said it. Raptor goes, "You should play this." I'm like, "Yeah, it's a consideration," and it was Luke and me old man.
Okay.
Luke and me old man. Because those two are idolized so much, especially both of them just as much, but Luke I idolize and look up to so much. And because he's been there, like not necessarily Asian tour, but he's been through all those. All the
Grueling.
Q schools and the the grinding and the traveling,
Yeah,
and,
the grueling events to try and get something out of it.
going state to state and playing that sort of tour golf. Really, he played ADT, had like the most unbelievable amateur career, did very well for him. Did very well in the pro ranks as well for a bit, and
100%.
And then life got in the way essentially. But he believed in it.
Yeah.
I feel like there's only a few people that would tell me to do something that I'd believe because they said
Because they see it too.
they believe in me essentially. So him, Raptor, my old man, my mum, they're the only sort of main people, and yourself of course, and they're the only main people so close to me in the golf environment that believe in it so much and get me to believe it as well. So
And I
since he actually sat me down and said, right, enter Asian Q School, you're doing it.
Yeah.
And he goes, one, it's an experience thing. It's unbelievable experience. And he goes, but if you get through it, fucking bonus, bang. He goes, because if you want to play, this is what you're doing. And I'm like, oh, fuck, righto. And he wouldn't have said that if he didn't believe the golf was there.
And here's the thing, right?
So, and yeah, other family members said it as well.
I love Luke as well. He's
Yeah.
a fantastic bloke, and I can see the influence that he has on your career from a distance. And everything you tell me, you bring him up in conversation way too much for me to be like, oh, who's this bloke, right?
Oh, well.
And Luke's a fantastic bloke,
Yeah.
fitted me for my wedges. I'll go back to him time and time again, right? I'm coming, Luke.
Anyway.
Anyway, if you had approached me however long ago and said, I'm thinking about doing this, but maybe next year, my response would have been, no, you're not.
No, why not?
Why
not?
What's going to happen between now and next year for you to actually put the nail in the coffin and go, I'm fucking playing?
Yeah, well,
Because
why wait sort of thing.
with not speaking too friggin' candidly, like the golf's there. Like the skills there, the form is there, the mental's there, things are there, and I'm pumping your tires up. You hate it, I know, but it's all there for you to just pull the trigger and start, like you said to Daniel in last week's episode, and like Luke said to Daniel when he was telling us a story about how to shoot those low numbers. You've got to put yourself in the scenario.
Exactly.
You've got to put yourself in those situations.
Now you're bringing my fucking
right?
what I say back on me.
Exactly. So you sitting around just on your ass playing a bit of PlayStation and hitting balls at Heritage, going, next year I'll just keep the form in, shoot 9 at friggin' wherever, Rosanna every couple of weeks. Why?
You fucker. That's exactly what they said.
It's why? Like
exactly what.
It's 365 days of wasted time.
Of what if?
Of what if?
Yeah, that's exactly how
you're in
he
a position.
Put it. That's exactly how he put it.
I'm starting to get pissed off now because you're in a position where you can take these opportunities.
Yeah, exactly. So make it happen.
Just go for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at, I mean, we speak about him a fair bit, but look at Maxi Charles.
Yeah.
Right? He qualified for Oz Tour.
Yeah.
Still went for Asian.
Yeah.
Still went overseas and was playing good golf overseas.
Yeah.
He's just taking every opportunity he can because he's playing good golf.
Yeah.
And Maxi, if you're listening, if you ever listen to our podcast, we want to get you on and we want to have a chat to you.
Yeah.
But you can only look around you to see the people that you've come up with. Jasper Stubbs, Phoenix Campbell, all these guys, they take those opportunities. Fucking pull your head out of your ass.
You're right.
And start playing in some fucking hardcore events.
You're right.
And if you fail 50 of them, who cares?
Yeah. No, you're right. All it takes is one good week, and that's exactly what Luke said.
Sometimes, Joel, all it takes is one good round.
Yeah. Sometimes all it does.
That's all it takes.
He made that pretty clear to me. He goes, you just need to be in that position. If you make it, it's a bonus. If not, well, for next time.
Let's put some hypotheticals out there. 4-round event at Tura Beach this week. What happens if you shoot 59 on the first day?
Yeah, well.
You don't have to do anything for the next 3 rounds. Just shoot even.
Yeah.
And 13 under, you said it, 6-1 at last year. 13 will definitely win it this year.
Yeah, well, you never know.
Do you know what I mean? Who knows?
All it takes, yeah. No, you're right. You're absolutely right. And that it just took me, like, I know that. You know what the stupid thing is? I know it, but don't believe it yet. And because I haven't seen, because, yeah, I'm playing good golf, but it's not on the stage that I want to yet. And that's why I don't believe it yet.
It's the one bit of pessimism you have in your character.
I haven't proved it to myself yet. Everyone else sees it, but I don't.
Yeah. It's the one bit of pessimism you have in your character, right? And you're like me in the sense that, like, we know what the right choice is.
Yeah.
Right? And it, like you said, it comes from that inner circle of people, parents, partners, boss, great mates, whatever it might be, for them just to go, slap you across the face and go, you know what you want to do.
Yeah, you dickhead.
Just do it.
Yeah, just make it happen.
Same thing happened when I bought my car. Like, again, a little bit of a tangent.
Yeah.
I was thinking about buying a particular type of car. And then I said to my partner, like, what should I do? And she goes, you know you want this one. Don't worry about this other bullshit.
Yeah, fuck that off.
Just get that.
Just get that.
You know you want it. You know you're going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Just pull the trigger.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's just that hesitation. It's just like, like
what do you got to lose?
Yeah, it's
adjoining like an entry fee, couple of $100 in petrol to get up there, and a week of your life playing golf. Oh, sorry.
Okay,
you're not making money. Fair enough. You're not working. You're not earning.
You're right. Yeah,
I often am.
Yeah, fuck yeah, this black and bloke. But no. So the reason. So yeah, apart from that little heartfelt moment that we just had.
True.
So played at Mount Derrimut. The time of recording was last Wednesday. So yeah, it would have been 2 weeks ago now from when you're listening.
Shot 7.
Mount Derrimut is the old Sunshine Golf Club. Then Mount Derrimut is now after they just moved for the freeway. So, and I've said it time and time again, the course I love. I love the golf course.
Yeah.
It's just in the worst spot.
Yeah, because it backs onto the freeway.
It backs onto the freeway. There's a lot of sort of background noise. It's industrial. But the golf course is sick. I love it. I love the layout. I love the condition of it. I really enjoyed it. And a couple of people listening, yeah, you shot 7 under. Why wouldn't you like it? Yeah, I understand that, but it's still, I've played shit at other golf courses and gone, this is mint, like, or whatever it might be. Or played awesome at other golf courses and gone, this sucks.
Yeah.
Right? Or what? Anyway. So Derrimut I really like, and the bonus was my old man works 2 minutes from there. Literally a K&a-half down the road.
Nice.
So I called him one afternoon going, hey, I'm going for a practice round. You in? Right. And he goes, 1:00, done. So I called Mount Derrimut like 2 days before, and the guy that answered knew who I was already. Sort of, I said, hey, mate, I'm Joel from Rosanna. He goes, Mitchell? I'm like, yeah. He goes, what time you want? I'm like, oh, beautiful, sweet. Like, he was really accommodating. I'm like, awesome. So I booked in him and my old man. And it was a bit blowy. Didn't really expect much. Turned up 10 minutes before 1:00 because where was I? I was coming from home, but it's an hour and a half from home.
Yeah.
Right. And he was 2 minutes away anyway. And he goes, oh, the tees of the day are the blue tees. Right. I'm like, can I play from the back? Because that's where we're going to be. Of course, for Q School, that's where they're going to put us. They're going to put us off the tips. And he goes, oh yeah, why not? Sure. He goes, the blacks might not be out though, like the domes. And I'm like, nah, we'll just use the plate. Fortunate enough, the black tees were out, the domes were there. And Dad's like, oh, tips. I'm like, no, come on, Sook. Like, come on. Like he just thought, and he's no bitch to go play off the tippy tops. But anyway, took off and rolled in like a 20-foot birdie putt on one. And I'm like, beautiful. And the greens rolled unbelievable. And the guy actually coming out of the pro shop on the day goes, you target 68. And being a smart ass, I'm like, 68, is that it? Like trying to be a wanker.
Yeah.
Like, trying to be a knob. And then, I was like, I think I turned 3 under. And I'm like, okay. Oh, well, I don't have there's no course record inside. No, I was trying to be a smart ass again. I went inside and grabbed like a sausage roll or something like that. And he goes, any course records? I'm like, nah, it's not touching it today, but I think I've got your 4 under covered, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, and then, went on a bit of a rampage on the back nine. Birdied 11, 13, hold out from 100 on 14, birdied 16 and 18.
Yeah, right.
Right, or something like that to have 7, I think it was, 65. Yeah. And the course record I heard was 8. So I was only one off it. I'm like, oh, fuck, all right. But so that was a really good sort of insight to see how the golf course played with good golf. You know what I mean? And I played me ordinary holes and I saw how punishing it could be. And I only had 1 bogey, which was on 15, but it can be punishing. Dad played a good round and it was a bit blowy. So, and I saw what got through last year. So if I can produce something, that would be awesome a couple times. But if I can shoot at least something close to that, resembling that 3 days in a row, we should be pretty good. And I think it's 18% of the first cut qualifiers. So what that means is 4 rounds and there's a cut after round 3. So 60 players and ties. If there's less, there's less. But it's 18% of that field. So if there's 60 or 62, 18% of that, which is 9, maybe 10, that's how many make it through to final stage.
Yeah, right, okay.
So if there's, last year there was 8 because I think there was 56 or something in the final field. Maxi was one of them. Andre was another. And you go over to Thailand in December for the final stage, which is 5 rounds, I believe.
Right, okay.
So 3-round cut, 4-round cut, 5th final stage, and then I think top 35 gives you top 35 gives you full card, and then if you make it through a certain amount of stages, you get some sort of status, and you can go play like ADT or a couple of lower ranked rounds, and then try and build yourself up. So the first aim, step 1 is to make it through first stage, and then step 2, go make it happen in Thailand. But
and then they posted a little thing on their socials. You might have seen it on our stories a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, we shared it with them. Yeah.
Just a little interview, which was really nice of them to do and to give us a little bit of traction on the podcast pages as well. But we want to try and get out there.
Yeah.
Try and tee it up on an RDO in the next couple of weeks before your Q School event.
Yeah.
And we'll try and get out there and see what it's all about.
Yeah, exactly.
And then that way we can give it another pump up in an episode in future.
Yeah.
That's going to be cool as well.
It's just showing a little bit more positivity. And like I said, the place is, I feel like people turn their nose up a little bit when they hear Mount Derrimut, essentially, and they really, really shouldn't because, and the reason why they turn their nose up is because of the area.
Yeah.
That's the main reason. But for those that either have only played there once and haven't thought much of it, it's you need to take the area and the environment around it apart from the actual golf course. Go enjoy the golf course because it's very enjoyable. I love it. So
yeah, right.
that's another one that I'm more nervous as well as excited about that one.
Okay.
That's a very nerving thing because of the advantages it can really give me if I do, when I do go make it to Thailand. I'm trying to be more positive here. Go make it to Thailand, and if we just let's get it done over there, and then I'll be.
If it happens, it happens.
8 months of the year, I'll be over there moving around with a couple of the big fellas. So.
If it happens, it happens. I hope it does.
Oh, me too. Me too.
So
Me, absolutely.
one step at a time.
As always.
You got Tura Beach coming up. We'll get through that.
Yep.
And we'll
that's
go from
step
there.
one. Yep. Absolutely. So
Now-
that's sort of what's coming up for me. So I'll be grinding for the next forever to try and make it happen. But
really putting the foot down in the next sort of
in the next
3 months,
4 to 5 weeks in terms of building myself up for that Q school, and then even after Q school, even whether I make it or not, there's still plenty of events that I've got for the rest of the year.
Are you playing Queensland State Champs?
Yeah, I'll go to Queensland in October. I think late October.
Cool.
And then there's a couple pro-ams and then nationals in November. So
Sweet.
There's still plenty to come.
Yep.
But that Q school is that
Top of the
means
list.
that means a lot.
Yeah.
That will mean a lot.
Well, we'll obviously discuss it a bit more as it
course.
comes.
Of course.
But for now, I think, best of luck for Tura Beach coming up.
Yeah.
And we'll obviously check in with you when you get back.
Yep.
Episode number 30,
Yep.
it'll be.
Yep.
But you had a little bit of you gave me a call earlier. I had a bit of a topic that you wanted to have a chat about.
Yeah, the today. So I worked today. I was just in the pro shop with Marcus, and he's an active listener of the pod as well. He's been a follower, and he always gives us shit. He always
he
questions about shit we say, and because it's just how a mate works. It's
Exactly
how he is, and he gives us a lot of positivity, mind you. Don't worry,
Yeah.
But he goes, should bring up some junior stuff,
Okay.
about junior golf, because I've actually we've been a bit sort of ignorant about who actually listens, because we do have a couple of juniors that are members at Rosanna that I've noticed that
and a couple at Berg as well.
and a couple of Berg that would be there as well that do tune in week to week, and I see him on our socials making comments a couple times, and that's one thing we need to do next week. Catch up on the questions and the comments.
Yep.
Which we will do. You don't go unrecognized. But yeah, there's a couple at Rosanna that sort of. Do you know how I say I'm no Gandhi, but this is what I think, and this is my.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now one kid calls me Gandhi.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mate,
I don't blame him.
Cooper. Shout out to Cooper. He calls me Gandhi, which is hilarious.
But the thing is as well, like your experience more so than mine in this sport, you've come up through junior ranks.
Yeah, but that's not.
You had a junior scholarship at Huntingdale. You've played junior golf tournaments.
Yeah.
You've played junior pennant.
Yeah.
You've had a junior career.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a valid topic to speak about. I mean, I've been a junior in other sports.
Which
I'll
relates.
It relates.
It relates.
And I can
To an
relate
extent.
it to golf in some way,
Of
shape,
course.
or form. But I was also, and yeah, albeit whatever for a year or so, I was a junior member at a club. That's just based on age groups.
Yeah.
So I know,
Technically, yeah.
I do know the treatment that junior members do receive
Yeah.
at golf clubs
Yeah.
and how it has changed over the last even 5 years since I've been a member at places. But what specifically about the whole junior category did you want to sort of speak about? Is it about sort of tips and tricks and advice for kids coming through the ranks?
Yeah, it was
Right.
a bit of that, but so like I said, Marcus gave me the topic, and he said bring up sort of both my experience of growing up with playing events through Golf Australia and playing the Vic squad as a junior, as a 16-year-old, and then playing being coached by all these amazing Aussie coaches that I've learned so much from. Even now, 6 to 8 years after I even had that half an hour session with them on a putting green somewhere, that I still use some of that stuff.
Yeah.
When I'm going to go putt tomorrow. But
Well, I suppose, and
for yourself.
On the contrary, yes, other sports I played as a junior, but I did play golf. I've played golf since I was 8.
of course, so it's sort of
So I've got the opposite. I've got the opposite side of things though, because for lack of a better term, and don't take this the wrong way, please, Joel, but you had a very privileged junior career,
Absolutely,
right?
100%
You just said top courses, top coaches, top this, top that.
Absolutely,
top
I
that.
did.
I had group lessons
Yeah.
at local public tracks.
Oh, don't worry.
Secondhand
don't
equipment,
get me wrong.
cheap equipment. My dad was the biggest tight ass no to man, right? And so I've had the opposite side of the spectrum. So I suppose for any juniors out there listening, right? I'm going to get to my second cut question because I'm going to actually ask it now because it kind of relates.
Fuck it, because I've got a question
In this
involving junior stuff as well.
Right. So I'm going to get straight to my second
Cool,
cut
we're going
question.
straight into this topic. I like it.
And we'll expand
I like
off it and have a chat, right?
Yeah, I like it.
So my second cut question is, right, what is the best piece of advice you can pass on to junior golfers coming up through the ranks in this sport?
There is one word that I reckon if I was a 14-year-old or 15-year-old listening to this right now, I'd roll my eyes going, please. Patience.
Yeah.
Be fucking patient. And it sucks because it is a very important word in the English language, but it also sucks. Being told to be patient, I hate hearing that. I hate it because I want it done now and I want it now.
It's basically like,
You know what I mean?
People relate it to just waiting.
Just wait. No,
And what
I don't
do you do
want
when
to fucking wait.
I don't want to wait. I don't want to sit here because
Because
I think of wait. I hear the word wait and I think of doctors' waiting rooms.
Exactly. Same here. When you hear wait, you're like,
And the doctor comes out, Christian? Yeah, here.
yeah, finally.
Yeah, I've been waiting 45 minutes
Exactly.
for a 2-minute
so
appointment.
for listeners, we literally just sat here dead still looking at the roof for a second. But so my best piece of advice when I'm not a junior anymore. If I was to
So you're
join a
young.
golf club, I'd be in a junior category under 24 technically. But I'm over 18, so I can't play a junior event.
But you were.
But I was a junior not long ago. It felt like it was not long ago at all,
Yeah,
which it
yeah,
really wasn't.
it
But
wasn't.
like I said, my biggest piece of advice for someone that's in between the age of 12 to 15 and you're really trying to find, you're obviously growing, your body goes through changes, external life happens, you're going through school, you've got all these mates, and to concentrate on something that means so much to you and want to improve at and make it your life, you got to make sacrifices.
100%.
And I had to. I really did have to. And it took me a while to realize that. And like when you're in school, you want all this massive friend group. You want to be with your mates all the time. You want to play
wanna go
games. You
to-
want to have fun.
You want to go to Dave's party on
You
the
want to go to
weekend.
house parties and stuff like that. But you gotta understand which is going to benefit you more. And yeah, having fun and being with mates is all good and all. It's all good fun. But you got to know when's
When's the right time to say enough's enough?
not even give it up, but just not.
What the right balance is.
You got to know where your priority is.
Yes.
Especially with what you want to do. So
Patience.
last ep or last week, you would have heard that you said, what was your question? What was your question?
In the episode with Daniel.
Yeah,
I
forgot because my answer was
it was when did you realize that golf was your number one
that's the one.
sport?
So when you'll know when or not even if when golf is your number one priority. And I said last year was when I got that letter for Huntingdale. That's when my complete mindset changed, and that was at the start of high school.
Yeah, it's
So-
12, 13 years old.
Exactly, which
That's
is
it's fortunate in this sport. It's fortunate for you to have happened for it
such
to
a
have
young
happened
age.
at such a young age.
Exactly. So that was when I realized, shit, okay, people actually notice me and stuff like that. Anyway, and I've said it time and time again in previous eps as well. When I was 14, playing with these older pennant players that smoke it past me, absolutely smoke it past me, but you might have the same score as them. Pump it past you. They're bigger, they're older, they can drive, like they can drive themselves to the golf course. They can stay longer. You don't have to work around not even work around
No, it is working around.
When the parents are in the car park beeping their horn, you have to rely on them to get you there and back. So you can't just piss fart around on the putting green and do as
And
you please
shoo 'em off.
and just go, no, you can wait. It's like, no, you have to get in the fucking car. They drove you there,
Yeah.
sort of thing. And it took me a little bit. And when you said, speaking of privileged, like golf lifestyle growing up, I absolutely was. My dad drove me to Huntingdale every Saturday morning at about 6:30 at least.
From Greensboro.
From Greensboro. It's a 50-minute drive on some mornings. Drops me off at 7:30 for my 8:15 tee time. He would drive back to Yarrambat when he was a member then, play his round, and Mum would come pick me up in the afternoon. She'd drive another almost hour. We'll come, quickly have a bite to eat in the clubhouse and drive home. Did that every Saturday for 4 years.
Jesus.
And yeah, then drove to pennant games, drove to tournaments. Like it's,
So when the term patience
yeah,
doesn't just mean practice, be patient, the good golf will come.
No.
Patience means understand that your parents do a lot for you.
Well, that and
have a bit of patience when they're a bit tired.
That
and they,
as well,
and they
yeah.
sleep in a little bit.
That's one aspect of
or
it that you got to understand.
They get a little bit upset at you because you haven't cleaned your room anytime soon, right? So it's about having patience and the understanding of the greater good that goes into your golf game.
Yeah, when I mean patience, it's understanding where you are in your own life. So if you're a 13, 14-year-old, you might be good at golf. You might be a great player, but and people might praise you for it. Like when I was I think I played off scratch when I was almost 16. So just before I turned 16, I think was the first time the handicap's at 0.4, which is technically scratch. Right? I hadn't really shot under par that many times, but new handicapping system, it's sort of a bit more generous, I think. But I played off single figures when just before I turned 13. So just before I was in high school, played off 9, and it sort of progressively got better. But understanding that even as a 14-year-old, you might be great at the game, but you haven't done anything to progress in both a professional environment and try and compete with maybe the pennant players that you play with or the bigger, older people that you play with, because you're not there yet. No. You can't jump 8 to 10 years of your life in one night. You understand that you're going to grow, you're going to get older, you're going to hit it further, you're going to start progressing, and you won't actually see that before you know it. You're there before you know it. Like when I was 14, I had the same thing. I'm just like, fuck me, hurry up! I just want to hit it a long way. I just want to seeing these guys shoot 7 under, 8 under. I want to do that. Why can't I do that now? Like being shitty at it almost. And then now in my real early 20s, I'm like, oh shit, I'm there. Like, and don't even realize. You sort of take it for granted.
You take so much for granted.
You take it so much for granted, and it happens pretty fucking quickly. And when you're hearing this from someone of my age when I was 14, I'm like,
and that's
you
the
don't
thing,
you don't know what you're talking about. How do you know what you're talking about? And now I get it. I fucking get it now. Like I wish I just sort of understood it then, and you can't. When you're 14, I promise you, whoever's listening that's younger than 18, basically, you don't know yet.
No.
And I thought I did. When I was 15, I'm like, oh, well, what do these people know? And you do. You get it. It's all experience. You just experience it, and then you gain knowledge for yourself. Just if you like, the first person that comes to mind is Benny Alal. At Rosanna. He's 15. Yeah. I think he's 15. Really young kid, amazing player, and he's gonna be even better. Dude, hang in there, man. Just hang in there. Like I played with him the other week.
We played with him after the lesson.
Yeah, but I played a comp round with him.
Yep.
I had 7 under on the day, which was about 2 weeks ago. And he had 3 or 4 over. And at 15, that's unbelievable. He beat literally everyone else in the field.
Yeah.
But by myself. But he was saying to me, like asking me how I played the round. Like, how did you do that? I said, dude, I was in your same shoes when I was when I was your age. When I was 15, I'm like seeing this someone else bigger than me, older than me.
There's no harm in asking the questions either. Like, be a sponge, absorb as much information, play with players that are better than you. All the general stuff you hear from your dad or your coach or whoever it might be. Just absorb everything. Correct. This game is an individual sport, but you can learn from everybody because of that fact as well.
Correct.
And you can put parts of your game, parts of Phil Mickelson's game, and you can put it into your own. So like you might watch Brian Harmon and like that he waggles the club 95 times before he hits a ball and go, I might do that, but I'm not going to do it that many times. So you implement it a little bit and it works.
Bits and pieces. Just take bits and pieces, build your own sort of format, build your own game. My advice to Ben, because he's at a young age, and as well as Ollie, he's a member of Rosanna, works for us as well. Same thing, just patience, dude. Like he's not that far in age behind me. He's almost 19 now. But same thing, dude. Even when I was 18, 19, I was like, still, you've just, the more you do it, the more you understand. And like, I'm still, like I said, I'm no fucking Gandhi. I'm still nowhere near someone that's even further ahead in life than, or progressed in the golf aspect of things more than I have. I still haven't experienced the things that I want to experience, like that tour golf and that tour aspect, traveling around and playing events. I haven't experienced that. So that's why I'm trying to learn from people that do and have. Like, for example, Luke, he's done all that. He's done all the traveling. And for someone that is playing tour golf, I'm picking their brain. I'm not trying to go, oh, I know how it works now. Don't try and tell me what to do. I understand now that I'm like, fuck, I need every bit of help I can get because it's all experience. And for people that have done it, can tell you, or not tell you, but just help you, guide you.
Yeah.
Because you don't just get it. You don't. As much as you think you do when you're such a youngster, you don't know yet.
No.
And so just hang in there.
Hang in there.
Be patient. Get it done.
And I'll accompany that by providing just a quick snippet of my own little bit of advice.
Yeah, go for it. I've been
Always
talking for 15 minutes.
You have. Always make sure that you do whatever it takes to still love the game.
Oh, that's actually a good point.
Right?
Good point.
Because you can practice yourself into ruts. You can grow to hate it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I did that with tennis as a kid. I practiced and I played and I just went nuts, and I was a 7-day athlete, and I was 14, 15 at the time. Had an injury as a 16-year-old, never picked up a tennis racket again because that was the switch. I was like, I actually hate this.
Yeah.
This sucks.
It's not worth it.
Nah.
Yeah.
I lost the love for it when it got too competitive for me.
Yeah.
I realized that tennis was just a good opportunity to go out. It's the same attitude I have towards golf now. That's why I'll probably never, even if I get to the level, I'll never play pennant.
Really?
No.
You don't want to grow to hate it.
No.
Yeah.
That's what it did for tennis.
That's sometimes what golf does to
That's what
others.
it did for tennis,
Yeah.
right? I know other people that really want to do it. It's not in my agenda. I couldn't care less. It's what did it to me for tennis. That's when it got too serious, when I was starting to get considered and starting to play pennant. And then after that, forget it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No more.
Yeah.
So always make sure you do whatever you can to continuously fall in love with the game.
Oh, just
and
remember why you play it.
means you just want to go to the range cold as anything and just smack 4 drivers and go home, sweet. That's all you need to do.
It's progress.
If you want to call a couple of your mates, grab a 6-pack of beers, as adults, right? Not juniors.
Not a junior,
right? Grab a
yeah.
6-pack of beers and go play 5-6 holes on a Thursday after work.
Yeah.
Go do it.
Yeah.
Right? If it means that you want to grind and hustle and work and get better as quickly as you possibly can and still love it, do it.
Yeah, if you can do that, absolutely.
But it's so hard.
Which is exactly what I'm trying to do. There's some days, like even trying to play competitive golf, there's some days where I'm just like, I don't have the mental capacity to put myself through that mental strain right now. So let's just give it a breather, because it is that competitive aspect and it means so much. And yeah, you can get it. It can get away from you to the point where you're like, wait, why am I actually doing this again? Like, you know what I mean? You just got to remind yourself that it's not all doom and gloom if you do fail.
No,
so,
I know that better than most.
yeah,
recently.
so a little bit of a timeline for the juniors listening. That's my best advice.
Have you got a second cut question?
I do.
Let's get stuck into yours, because we are running out of time.
No, we're not.
Oh, okay. Well, then we're not.
But there's, for juniors listening, or for parents listening, especially as well, if your kid is loving it and wants to play more and is progressing a lot, jump on the Golf Australia website, because there's so many little junior events around that are just one days. It's a small entry fee. It's $30, $40 sometimes. You know, you go in, there's a bunch of other juniors that they play with. They learn, they progress. They play a little junior open, they call it. And it's at many other different courses. It follows the school term. So during the school term, I don't think there's any at all. During school holidays, there might be 3 a week where you go play Latrobe, you go play somewhere down to the peninsula, or you might go play Sandbelt, you might go play Woodlands or something like that. But other than that, yeah, jump on the Golf Australia website if they're really progressing and they're loving it and they want to play more and they want to get a little bit competitive and see where their game is at.
It's a completely different avenue.
It's a completely different avenue, and chuck them in that. If they don't like it, they don't like it. Fuck, go out with dad on the weekend. You don't like. There's so many different things that you can do, and that's exactly what I did.
And
I
on the
went down that tournament.
On the contrary, again, 2 seconds. There's a clip of Padraig Harrington, and he's talking about parents introducing golf to their kids. If you're in that boat, talking specifically to adults and parents now, if you're in that boat of, I've got a son or a daughter who I want to start playing golf, be so careful about how you go about it.
Yeah.
This sport can very well be a sport for life.
Yeah.
Right? And what Padraig said in the video was, take them to the range, hit balls, take them home before they get tired, so then they're wanting more.
Oh.
Right?
That's not a bad point.
And make sure that it is an entirely 100% positive experience.
Yeah, okay.
No negativity.
Yeah, right.
Right? Every swing's an opportunity to get better. Right? But that's the key thing. Take them home before they get tired.
It's got to be fun first.
It's got to be fun
It
first.
has to be. Because
Right?
kids, like I said, don't understand they don't understand yet the difference between working to get better and like because getting better contains work, and kids don't want to work.
Yeah.
They want to have fun, and you do get better while having
you see
fun.
when we
But you got to
played-
know when's when.
A couple Sundays ago, we played at Heritage after that Saturday night.
Yeah,
And did you see when we were on the driving range in the morning, there was a little kid, no joke, 4,
yeah, it was smacking it.
smoking it.
Yeah.
Did you hear any negativity come out of his mouth?
No, he just wanted to smash
He
the
just
shit
wanted
out
to
of it.
smack it. And his dad or whoever was behind
Yeah,
him.
whereas when we flub it, we're pissing and moaning. Oh, he fucking flubbed it.
Yeah, exactly.
He couldn't
But
give a shit if he missed it.
every time he hits it, Dad's just like, well done, mate. Good
Yeah.
shot.
Good stuff, buddy.
Put another ball on the tee.
Yeah.
Go. Whack, whack. Ah, that's me. Awesome.
Yeah,
Right?
That's exactly what.
exactly what it needs
That's
to
the
be.
exact
And that's
motivation.
for 4-year-olds,
Yeah,
right? But that can also be for 14-year-olds who have never played before.
that could even be for me now.
Yeah.
If I duck hook way into the shit, I don't want someone that I look up to, like a parent or whoever it may be, going, "Why'd you do that? What are
Yeah.
you doing there? This is how you need to fix that." It's like, no. They go, "Righto, next one,
Yeah.
next one, let's go, come on." Like that's the thing
That's the vibe.
kids need.
Second cut question. Hit me. Nice and
go.
quick.
So I remember when I turned 12, I played off 12. And when I turned 13, I was playing off 3.5, maybe 4 when I turned 13. Do you reckon you could beat 12 to 13-year-old me?
Oh.
And of course, you didn't know me when I was 12 or 13.
No.
You didn't know me at all. I want to see if I can find a photo of scrawny little me.
Oh, God. So could I beat 12-year-old you
So
playing off 12? The answer is yes. I could beat you at 12. Could I beat you at 13 playing off 3? It'd be probably not.
Here's me when I was 14. This is a golf
I
swing
can't
from when I
wait
was
to see
14.
this.
This is me. This is a golf swing of mine when I was 14. So just watch that. So that was just turned 14. That's early 2016.
Looks exactly the same as how you swing it now.
I just swing a bit quicker.
I hate you so much.
So that was, I was just turned 14.
14. So you're
Yeah.
playing off about 0. You're playing off scratch then?
No,
Or
not quite. No,
higher?
not quite. It was sort of like mid singles. I was probably playing off like, no. I would have been playing off something similar. I remember.
So 1 or 2?
No, sorry, 14. 14 was 4. 14 was 4. 12 was 12. 14 was 4. Yeah. So it was the correlation there. So 13-year-old me would have been high singles.
It'd be tight. Judging off that golf swing, it'd be very tight.
I'm gonna blow smoke up my ass. When I was 15, my golf swing was sick. My 15, 16-year-old self, I had such a good golf swing.
Right.
It was so. I wish I had that again.
But
I've got a bit more of a-
I don't think 14-year-old you is as good around the greens as you are now.
Probably not. No.
I don't think 14-year-old you is as good a putter as you are now.
No, it wouldn't be. No.
So yeah, I'd give myself a red hot chance to beat a 14-year-old John Mitchell.
14-year-old me, I played off. Yeah, probably met that mid single sort of
Mid
thing.
single. So roughly just what I'm trying to get back to
Yeah,
at the moment. At the moment, it'll be tight.
it'd be tight.
In 3 weeks' time, 5 weeks' time, when I'm hopefully back down there,
Back to
I might do
a
ya.
good crack.
It'll be
We'll
a
have a
good.
good
It'll be a
crack.
good game.
Be
People would
awesome.
pay good
I wish
money
I
for
could
that.
teleport.
Oh, it'd be so cool. That's a good question. I like that.
Yeah, you like that?
That's a good little funny one to finish up on.
So, yeah.
There
That
you go.
was sort of like my little milestones, and 16 was when I played off.
when I
scratch
was
for the first
23,
time.
when I was 23, I played off 23. I'm not even joking.
I'm not 23 yet.
Exactly.
I hope I don't play off 23 when I'm 23. Fuck.
You're not even 23.
Anyway, then, yeah. So that's
No joke though. When I was 23, I joined Berg and was playing off 23.
unreal. So good.
It's fucked.
Yeah.
Such a wicked old sport, and I hate it, and I love it, and I want more of it, and I don't.
It's
Just love it.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
love it.
That's-
It's the honestly the best piece of advice I can give anybody. Understand your position in the sport. If you feel like you're past your prime, you probably are, right? Because
you probably are. You fuck. Give up.
I'm being serious. Like
Yeah.
if you're starting to see
Yeah.
that handicap skyrocket because you're not hitting it as far, you don't have as much time, all this kind of stuff. Accept that.
Accept it.
Accept
Yeah,
it.
accept
and just
it.
go, right, well, I used to play off 6. I play off 12 now. It's doubled in 2 years. But fuck it, I still love this shit.
Yeah,
I'm still
yeah.
going to go out and play with my mates every week
Yeah.
and have a beer and go in for lunch afterwards because that's what I enjoy about golf.
Yeah.
And if you're 14 and you're skyrocketing, you're sliding down that mountain of a handicap and just absolutely steamrolling it down lower and lower every week, and you're grinding,
That's that
and you're
motivation.
working, and that's the motivation. You've got a number, put it up on the wall. That's what I did.
Yeah, I did as well.
Right? Write the goal in paper on a piece of paper. Stick it up on the wall. Look at it every day.
You know what I did?
Manifest it.
You know what I did? So I manifested it when I was a lot younger. So the main one of the best memories that I had was watching Adam Scott 2013 Masters.
I was in year 12.
So I was 11.
I was in year 12.
Yeah, there you go. So that's when I watched that, I'm like, whoa, that's sick.
Yeah.
Like I want to do that.
Yeah.
Right. And so what I did, I printed out like a bird's eye view shot of a couple Huntingdale greens. So like my favorite holes at Huntingdale. Right. And that's because when 11 was when I first played it, and it was like the best golf course I'd ever played in my life, and which it was. It was the first sandbar I played, and then was able to branch out and play more of them. But I printed out my favorite holes, and I wrote down every score I had until I filled in the outline of the hole. So the green,
Yeah,
So the
right.
green was just a blank sort of outline of it, and because I traced it on a piece of paper, and then I filled the hole in or the green in until it was full with all the rounds I'd had.
Yeah, right.
Or whatever scores I had, or something like
Yeah,
that. I
right.
did that for about 3 years, and I filled in about 4 or 5 greens,
Yeah, right.
and I got to be fucked where they would be now. But
I did a
it
similar
was
thing.
like it was that manifesting sort of stuff.
I did a similar thing, and it was a good way. And I actually found it a couple of years ago, and fuck, it hit me.
It hit a spot.
It hit a spot because I got gifted by my mate Ken. I got gifted a little book. He found this book at Typo, I think, and it was like a round summary book. So you put the date, course, handicap for the day, score, couple of notes, who your playing partners were.
Yeah, notes.
And I filled it in
Yeah.
for like a year.
Yeah.
Right? Played with Joel Thursday, 24th of October,
Yeah.
39 points. Good round. Hit it well. Drivers on a string. Putters shit, but we still got all right. Right? And then every now and again to be like, new handicap, 17.3.
Yeah. Yeah.
New
Update.
handicap, 16.9.
Yeah.
New handicap, 16.5. I'm like, oh, I'm coming down.
Yeah. You
How
get
good's
there.
this?
You see the progression.
And then I put it away for a year. And then I found it again and picked it out. I went back and I was like,
Holy.
this is sick.
Fuck.
And then I just dedicated a whole page and just did a whole life update.
No
I'm like, this is what we're doing.
shit.
So I've still got it somewhere. I think it's at my mum's house somewhere.
I gotta do that because in year 7, like the first week of year 7 in high school, we had to write like a piece of paper, like a couple hundred words, like a time capsule. So we had to write out what our position in life was, who were our mates, names, what we love, what we're doing,
And
what we
where
want
you
to
wanna
do,
go.
what we want to do, and then last day of year 12, you opened it and you read it.
Oh.
I lost it.
Yeah,
I
right.
lost it, man. Fucking lost my shit.
Yeah.
Because it was saying like who my mates were and I hadn't spoken to them in a couple of years, like
Yeah.
who I was closest to at that point, or, how golf was going, where I was playing, what the handicap was, what I'm doing. I'm just like,
Just,
fuck.
yeah. Well, yeah, I'll tell you
Like,
I'll tell you off camera
Jesus,
the couple of
from
things that I
almost,
put in mine.
From almost 12 years, from just before I turned 12 years old to almost 18. Like so much had happened in that 6 years. And then, you read that and you're like, whoa.
Mate, mine was like 2.5 years, and the stuff that I went through in that 2.5 years, I'll tell you off camera because I don't really want to talk about it on here, but like, had me in a tears.
Mate, it's fucking crazy.
I think that's a fantastic spot to leave it, Joel.
Yeah,
a
let's
little
leave it
bit of
there.
reminiscing, a little bit of advice for some juniors
Yeah,
out there, and
yeah.
and honestly, some good cold hard truths about the game as well.
It literally is. Yeah, it can beat you up and
Swallow
it's
you.
beating us up and it's going to continue beating the shit out of me.
Can't wait for Saturday.
Here he is. Dude, anyway.
But no. Firstly, best of luck.
Yes.
For Tura Beach.
Yes. Next time you're going to, when you're hearing this, hopefully I'll be
of the leaderboard.
posting. Stoked to get the win at Tura.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll be at the number
Fingers
1 spot.
crossed, mate. Fingers and toes firmly crossed.
Yeah.
We wish you nothing but the best. Hit them well. Enjoy it. Just enjoy some time to yourself as well.
Absolutely. It's going to
Because
be
it's been
awesome.
busy
I can't
for
wait.
the last couple of weeks.
I can't wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening and for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Spotify. Check out our Instagram and TikTok. Follow us over there. Like a video or two if you can. Give us a comment. Give us a second cut question.
Yeah,
On a-
second cut questions. Absolutely.
Need more of them.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we do.
Absolutely.
Other than that, thank you very much. We'll talk to you very, very soon. Hit them well. We will see you next week. Cheers.
Ciao.